Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. Holy shit, that's like the loudest wind chime I've ever done. Okay, so Divine Feminine, I think people realize now exactly who you are. There may have been some confusion, but it's like, I don't know, I just like in my mind saw somebody kind of like looking like the hermit from the tarot, just like slamming that staff down on the ground, just like, no, I'm a divine feminine. So, all right, we're gonna start with the energy oracle. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So you see the world from a different perspective. And things are changing, and people are wanting to maintain their silly beliefs, but you see things the way that they actually are. You have a dedication to removing rose-colored glasses whenever they catch you up. You could be a man holding a heart, but we're reading for Divine Feminine, so I think it's more likely that we do have somebody with affections for the Divine Feminine, but keep in mind, men can be a Divine Feminine as well. We have the Thinking Man. What do I say? When do I say it? What will she say? But this masculine feels like they can't do anything about this situation. There's extenuating circumstances. Maybe there's distance between the two of you that is extremely difficult to travel. Maybe there are individuals involved who would be upset if something happened between the two of you. But we have somebody here who is struggling to make a decision. But I believe it's their perspective that has changed as well. I think their perspective now aligns with yours. And it's tedious for them to get involved with those that don't have that same perspective. What else do we have for the Divine Feminine? Yeah, so we've got two individuals here who are healed and ascended. Three of Swords in the reverse. I'm real talented, guys. Can't you see? Alright, so we have Temperance and Two of Cups. Divine Feminine, if you have Sagittarius in your chart, you may want to watch the Sagittarius video. I'll be posting the same day as this video. We've got somebody here who has worked really hard to bring balance to their life through their relationships. If people are a good influence, you're welcome to stay. You can come with me. If you are toxic, get the fuck out. There's somebody who's very focused on only keeping people in their life that do not feel a need to wear a mask. Yeah. This person is walking away from people who have held them back and thinking about offering a cup of love to a feminine energy that has helped him shift his perspective or has the same perspective as he does. And he knows this feminine energy as someone who very clearly does not wear a mask and is her authentic true self. There's family or friends that are trying to hold this masculine back and have said things that make him feel like it would be unwise to communicate with this energy or make this love offer. These are people who care about appearance or ego, reputation. Use the Golden Art Nouveau to further clarify here for you, Divine Feminine. Yeah, so there's an effort here for somebody to move to a more peaceful or tranquil existence. That's part of why we have Temperance coming out, right? Somebody is figuring out what has been causing issues and removing those issues. Building a strong foundation. I really do think you might want to watch the Sagittarius video. All right, so I also feel like this is about somebody realizing that the strength they require to have this stability in their life is not something that depends on somebody else being in their life. It's something they find within themselves. And we have the crossroads here representing that there are questions this masculine is asking themselves in terms of removing this mask and doing as this feminine does, being authentic. Wow. So this masculine is maybe mirroring the feminine energy. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the Eight of Cups in the upright. I also feel like this is reflective of his thoughts being wildly inconsistent. One day I want to propose to this feminine, another day I want to never talk to her again. The next day I can't stop thinking about, what she looks like. The next day I think she's a whore. You have the Four of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the Ace of Cups. Somebody is unhealed from a situation in love, but nonetheless working on it and approaching a decision. There's also karma being called on those that have meddled in this situation unwisely or to the detriment of the masculine. And they're seeing loss as a result. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. We're going to continue with the Egyptian Tarot, one of my favorites. Oops. So we have the King of Swords. Somebody is trying to navigate what the appropriate balance between head over heart is and finding that they have been operating at the wrong frequency. They're seeing truths that they haven't before, and it's making it easier for them to picture how they can move to a more peaceful existence, a happier life. So that's Six of Swords coming out twice, by the way. There she is. I knew she'd come out, the High Priestess. That's you, Divine Feminine. This masculine energy can't make up his mind about what to do about you. I think he's a little threatened by the fact that you see things coming or that you know things. You can't be lied to. So it's definitely do you want to step up and be a better version of yourself? Or do you want to continue to play mind games with the little minions? Ace of Pentacles. Do you want to play in the big leagues? Do you want the long term? Or do you want to continue playing the penny games, penny slots? So we have the Knave of Swords or Page of Swords in the reverse. Somebody feels like they don't know enough information. Somebody feels like their intuition isn't enough. They have to back it up. Allow me to make this easier for you, masculine. focusing or prioritizing on ambitious pursuit of wealth is not the way, is not the truth. There's a masculine here who has been making decisions based on ego, reputation, wealth, prosperity. It's the wrong kind of prosperity. You've surrounded yourself with people who will say yes to you and maybe make you feel like you've accomplished a lot, but they also lie to you. They also pray for your downfall. Why would you want to surround yourself with people like that? This masculine energy is having to take notes or learn from the divine feminine because he's seen that she has already started this process and cut people out of her life and made changes that actually enable her to get to a more peaceful existence. And he's trying to decide if this is something he can muster up the strength to do for himself. Can I choose my morals over my ego? Can I choose love over what other people think is important in life? Namely, accomplishments, keeping up with the Joneses. I really made a mess of that one, you guys. Sorry, you can absolutely call me Butterfinger Carmen if you want. Alright, so we have a Knight of Swords. Somebody has been made aware of some information pertaining to someone else feeling like they can't move or they don't have the information. So this to me feels like somebody trying to decide whether or not to be honest in a situation that maybe isn't easy for them to be honest in. Wow. So they have to decide, am I going to lie or try to trick the divine feminine? How can I sneak past this Empress? I can't. Because if you do, you will be left out in the cold by the Wheel of Fortune. You will get bad karma. And if you haven't already seen this happen to people who have done this to this divine feminine, you will. Alright, we'll end with the Zodiac fortune telling cards for you. What else do we have for the divine feminine? Be very careful of a blonde you know. So you may have a light-haired friend that is less than loyal to you. Be very kind when you meet your newest friend. There's someone important coming into your life, a soulmate. This doesn't have to be romantic, but it's important that you treat them with respect. You are one who stands by a person who needs you. Be cautious, don't be taken advantage of, but continue to have that open heart so you do teach others how to do that as well, and that's an important thing that you do for the world. Alright, Divine Feminine, I hope you appreciated the reading and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for all the support.